I just went to the most amazing movie ever last night. You would love it. You've got to go.
I went to the coolest concert last weekend. It was life-changing.
I've been talking to this guy a lot lately. He is so awesome. I mean, I've never felt this way before.
I just went to the most amazing youth group ever last night. You would love it. You've got to go.
I went to the coolest retreat last weekend. It was life-changing.
I've been talking to Jesus a lot lately. He is so awesome. I mean, I've never felt this way before.
I don't want to be pushy about my faith.
I don't want my friends to laugh at me.
I guess I don't feel like I'm smart enough to know what I'm talking about. Like, what am I supposed to say?
Hello there. I'm Paul from Tarsus. You might remember me as St. Paul, one of the greatest evangelists of all time. Or so they say. Even though I lived 2,000 years ago, there's still a lot I can teach you about sharing the faith. And I can tell you in 3 simple points. The first, we're all called to share the faith. We're all called to share the faith. Like I wrote to the people in Rome. How can they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how can they hear without someone to preach? The main way the faith is spread is through people giving witness to it. Sharing the faith is not only for people who are smart enough to explain it all. It's the duty of all Christians.
In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. I like it.
If being Catholic is important to you, then you need to talk about it, just like you talk about anything else that's important to you. Here's the next point. Don't be afraid. Rely on the Holy Spirit. Jesus told the apostles, do not worry about how or what your defense should be about, or what you are to say. For the Holy Spirit will teach you at that moment what you are to say. Sharing the faith is not about winning an argument. It's about relying on the power of the Holy Spirit, whom you received in your baptism and confirmation. It's the Holy Spirit who touches a person's heart, not you.
So, how have you been doing with your mom and stuff?
Okay, I guess.
Yeah?
I mean, it's hard, you know? One day she's there and the next she's gone. I don't know how I'm ever gonna get back to normal.
Well, you just have to remember that God never abandons you. It's like you're never alone, you know? He'll help you get through this.
So don't be afraid. Let God do the work. And finally, live the faith. Then explain why you do. Live the faith. Then explain why you do. My good friend Peter wrote something very smart in one of his letters. But sanctify Christ as Lord in your hearts, and always be ready to give an explanation to anyone who asks you for the reason for your hope. What he meant was, live your faith so boldly that people will be curious and eventually ask why you're so different. And when they ask, that's when you tell them what Jesus has done in your life and what it means to be Catholic.
Heyo.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's cool, man.
No problem.
Okay. Wait, whoa, did you get married?
What?
Your ring.
Oh, no, it's a chastity ring.
Oh, is that like a
Yeah.
promise ring?
Kind of. It's more like a promise to myself. I'm same-sex till marriage. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you know, sex is a gift from God, and I just want to save it for my future spouse because, you know, she's going to be, like, totally a babe and stuff.
Oh, really? Well, you think you need to get a girlfriend
Yeah.
first before you get a wife there,
I
buddy.
guess so. That would be a good step first.
Yeah.
So. All right, let's do this.
Oh, she's fine. Ah!
Remember, you don't have to have studied theology in order to share the faith. You just need to live out what you believe and not be afraid to share it. Of course, I should give you fair warning. Sharing the faith will not always make you popular. It doesn't mean you'll have to be beheaded, like I was, but laughed at, left out, made to feel like there's something wrong with you because of what you believe. Don't be afraid. Millions of holy men and women have faced all kinds of persecution because of what they believe. They did it because they knew the truth, and they knew they had to share it with others. They did it out of a love for God and a love of those with whom they shared their faith. The message of God's love is too great for us to keep to ourselves. So remember, we're all called to share the faith. Don't be afraid. Rely on the Holy Spirit. And finally, live the faith. Then explain why you do. Follow these simple steps, and you too can become a great evangelist.